what they say. Cheating in the next room.
Scoop that out.
Get your
That's what
ass
the pillow
up,
for,
nigga.
man. Scoop that out, nigga. You in the whole, no, you don't have to move that, bro. The whole couch is in the frame, bro. That's what I was looking at when I was sitting right there. When you was moving, that's what I was looking at. You screw all the way down. The whole couch is in the
Get
frame.
your motherfucking ass
Yeah,
up, nigga.
exactly. The whole thing's in the frame. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Is it on yet?
It's on. What up, dope? What up, dope? What up, dope? It's your man G Lloyd.
It's your man's Clearly Then and Now live podcast coming to you Monday evening. We normally come on at 8, but we had a little delay because we supposed to have a guest. So we're coming to you live on October the 13th,
Right.
2025. And we coming to y'all with cheating in the next room. I know y'all wondering what that topic mean and why we chose that to be the topic of discussion. Because we got to come out the gate and talk about our beloved Lions. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And let me tell you something. I watched the game. And you know what,
I watched
Chiefs?
the game too.
And you know what, Kansas City Chiefs? I wasn't convinced. Nope, I was not. It was several penalties that was called against the Lions. That should have been called, but they was. And they say in 70 years of football, 70 years of football, there has not been one game where a team hasn't caught not one penalty. And yesterday, Kansas City Chiefs made history by not having one penalty the entire game. Whoa.
You know they was, you know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like they say.
The fix is in?
The fix is in. Cheating in the next room.
Huh? Is the fix in? Is it like that? Is this
Like
the way? Is this the way they have to structure sporting events or whatever in order for them to have the outcome that they want at the end? Is that what this is?
Because they were saying that they couldn't let Kansas City go down with no more losses because it would have been devastating. They probably wouldn't even made the playoffs or whatever the case may be. But whatever the case may be, they had to make sure that they win.
Well, to all the sports fans out there, if you watch the game or whatever, me being from Detroit, us being from Detroit, y'all already know that we Lions fans. So yeah, we were disgusted. You know what I mean? We were disgusted. You know what I mean? For real, for real.
Disgusted and busted.
What are you doing?
So I can see the mic jump, motherfucker.
I was just saying, what you doing?
God damn, just keep talking. Don't be paying attention to me.
I got to pay attention to you because we live, and I'm trying to.
No, but I'm just, what's the name? You should know what I be doing. You should know. You know what I mean? Like I like to see the mic going.
Okay. All right. What do we got? The beginning of the conversation. We on? We lit?
We lit.
All right. Y'all must know out there, we are our own cameramen. We're our own production team. We're our own directors. We're our own executive producers.
We are our own editors.
Our own editors, and we don't edit the live, so this is why this is going like this. So y'all got to understand with the equipment and being on the RV, sometimes stuff don't link in the way it's supposed to link in electronically. So we working on that. But at the same time, though, it's just technology. So y'all got to just work with us, and we still coming forth with the podcast. But anywho,
you know what I mean?
Back to the topic here. So I don't know to the sport fans out there that is into sports or whatever, and I know we Lions fans, and some of y'all are not. But if you seen that game yesterday, you knew that something wasn't right about this. You knew something wasn't right.
Huh? Right. All the way wrong.
I mean, I can't make this up, man. I can't make this up. Then on top of that, we was there. We went down there for game 4 with the Detroit Tigers. They had to go to Seattle, and yeah, they lost in Seattle. Yes, they did. But let me tell you something about them Tigers. Them Tigers made the Mariners know they was in a fight. You hear me? They took them goddamn Mariners 15 innings. Baseball ain't went that long in a long time. Baseball was all day. You hear me? All day. Baseball came on at 3 o'clock in the end into 12:40 something midnight that day. Yeah, they played some baseball that day there. Yes, indeed. They went out there, fought a good fight with what they had. We have a lot of injuries. Played to Detroit Tigers that I became aware of in the midst of this postseason run. And all I can say is, hey, we'll be back next year, and hopefully we'll be back bigger and stronger. We had opening day for the Red Wings, so they got big things going on for the Red Wings. They got some new prospects out there. Don't get me to try to say their name, please. Don't get me to try to say their name, because their names is wild work. I just want y'all to know their names is wild work. We got some special guests that's coming on to the show. So we're gonna keep this show real impactful and keep it going. Let's talk about a little political news. Trump. Yeah, that's right, goddamn Donald Trump. Yeah, old Donald at it again, y'all. He got tariffs on everything. Now the vision as to what the tariffs is all meaning, as far as trying to seize all of the ports and things of that nature, is all starting to make sense now. You know what I mean? At first it was kind of like blasey blahs, but now it's all starting to make sense. The Trump administration, yeah, that's right, Trump. They want to control all the drugs. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. But dang, the government control all the drugs all the time in America. Nope, not Trump. He want to control all the drugs in the world. Whoa, yikes. I mean, from babies being sick to babies being born to any type of thing that's got medical, anything attached to it, he's going to control it. And the narrative on that is wild work. For real, for real. That's our guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I already told him about that. So yeah, so he's going to control that. He's going to control that. And that's the narrative. Yeah, you can bring them on in. Just have them sit over there for a minute.
They go to the what's on. Yeah, it's two of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just bring them that shit over. So he's trying to control that. So the narrative is very blunt now. You know what I mean? You want to come back over here till they get back? Finish on podcast.
Well, just keep
talking. It's two of us though.
I know.
Hey, how you doing?
We didn't know how to get in here.
Y'all can just sit right there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hit you in the face? Okay.
Yeah, I can sit over there, then we'll bring y'all in. Yeah, I get it.
I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
So what's going on? This is where all the magic happens.
Hold on one second. We live right now.
Live action.
I'm gonna bring you on in 1 second. Like I told y'all, we had some guests coming, but they arrived, so I'm gonna wrap this up or whatever about the Trump administration and what's going on and what's being visible to the people out there, that we can actually see what's going on with the tariffs. Now, what y'all got to understand is how the tariffs are working. At first, it was just trying to create balance between the countries, because they were saying that we were one getting fair exchange in these countries. Right. But goes to show, Mr. Trump say, it's the drugs, y'all. And if y'all know what's going on right now with the government, shutdown, y'all already see it's all concerning medical. Everybody don't really kind of like understand what the government shutdown is all about, but I'm gonna have to go into that in a later episode, so y'all can clearly understand why the medical thing is so important, and why Donald Trump is trying to get rid of Obamacare, like to the core, like he's just trying to outdo it.
He's just going crazy about that.
Right, and the millions and millions of dollars that they're saying that he's going to save is really just like a drop in the bucket. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But like I told y'all, we have a guest here. We have a real estate tycoon. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We have a real estate tycoon here. And we're gonna get all off up in her business. We're gonna get off up in her business. We're gonna see if we're gonna diversify our portfolios.
Right.
We're gonna do a little diversifying, y'all, and talk some real estate off of me. Because you know why? They say real estate is the #1 investment that's safe proof. That's what they say. Right. That's what they say. So we're gonna talk to a lady that's gonna let us know what it's hitting for. So Michelle, you ready over there?
Michelle, First Lady, what I call her.
Come on over here and sit on down.
Alrighty.
Yep. Come on over and sit on down. There you go. All right now.
I
came prepared, y'all. Wow. So who we got? So introduce yourself to the people up there.
Hi, I'm Michelle Williams, real estate agent with Elevated Collective EXP here in Detroit, but I service the Detroit metropolitan area, so the entire state of Michigan. I am a
Okay.
buyer and a seller's agent, so if you want to buy some property, if you want to sell some property, you want to invest, I am here.
Oh wow. So listen, we got a treat for y'all, don't we? You know what I mean? Michelle, how long you been doing this?
Uh, I know that you introduced me as a tycoon, but I'm relatively new to the real estate game, so I've been doing it a little under 5 years.
Under 5 years.
Yes.
Well, the reason why I introduced you as a tycoon because whether you were or not, the whole focus here is to become a tycoon. So
That's
you
we're gonna
speak
live.
those
We're gonna
things that
live.
you
We're
wanna
gonna
be.
live in the moments.
Yes.
We're gonna live in the moment and give you your flowers now.
What
You
that
Right.
know what I mean?
is.
Exactly.
We're gonna live in the
We
moment.
got
Give
it
you-
speaking into it.
There you go,
Yeah,
babe.
yeah,
There you
yeah.
go. There you go.
Because I'm transforming into
Okay.
one career into another one. So I do have another full-time career.
Okay.
So real estate is actually my second career.
Okay.
Yes.
And what is your full-time career?
I am a social worker for the state of Michigan.
Okay, there. Okay, then look at this here. We have a governmental person here who is government shut down. Whoa, yeah.
Yeah,
We
we
have
were
a
just talking
governmental-
about it, so I
yeah.
hope it doesn't trickle all the way down to the state level, but yeah.
Well, no, it's just gonna be on the federal level because of state is governed by its own state. I mean, you know, its
Right,
own-
home funds.
yeah, own funds. So no, it's not gonna get to you guys as of now. But
Can I interject?
But I'm
I
ready.
work for Medicaid, which is a federally funded program, so it could affect us.
oh, got a point there. Got a point there.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, medically, yes, you're absolutely correct. So
You have to
yeah,
always be prepared. You have to always have more than one stream of income.
yes,
That's
yes.
right.
But
You
do you agree with this though? The one stream of income has to be founded first before you try to get
Oh,
multiple
yeah.
streams.
Oh, definitely.
You have to have
Yes,
one.
yes,
See, I tell you,
yes.
youth out
One
there.
thing at a time.
I tell all my youth out there, all my entrepreneurs, my young entrepreneurs, you have to have one thing. You have to have one thing that you already have going in order for you to get your machine to actually moving, to actually be able to get these other sources of income. Because if you don't have one thing, everything's just gonna be scattered around.
That is
You
true.
know what I mean? You're just gonna be just spinning your tires, and that ain't gonna be no good.
Right.
But Michelle, so how long you been doing state work?
Well, actually, I've been with the state of Michigan for 30 years.
Ooh,
I
career
have
woman.
30 years seniority, July the 31st.
Wow.
So I have moved to different departments. I started with the Department of Corrections, which
Okay.
a lot of people call it the Department of Correction.
Oh,
So
Okay,
it
Department
might
of
be
Correction.
Corrections. It
Okay,
might be Department
okay.
of Correction. So I did that for approximately 14 years,
Oh,
and
wow.
then I made a lateral transfer into foster care, which was still the state of
Oh,
Michigan.
that was probably kind of tough, huh?
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. See, I work with the perpetrators first,
Ooh.
and then work with the victims.
Ooh.
So I got the perpetrator stories first, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, right, whatever. Then I met the actual victims.
And they were like,
I'm like,
horrific.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
let me back up a little bit. So you say you work at the Department of Correction. What did you do there?
I was a corrections officer.
Oh, wow.
A CO.
Oh, CO.
Turnkey.
Turnkey. We got a real turnkey. Wasn't no depth though, right? No depth. You was
Well,
a real
with the
correction
state of
officer.
Michigan, ain't no
Well, wait.
deputies. you know?
What prisons you worked at?
I only worked at one, Monroe. I started
Oh,
when
you
I
did.
was 23,
Oh, you
y'all.
started at
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Monroe. Y'all remember Mount Ryan
Yeah.
when them guys escaped?
Mhm.
You was
Yeah.
there?
Well, I was on the other prison.
On the other prison.
Okay.
Yeah, we opened
Okay.
up Mound.
Oh, but you was working there then when that happened. Oh, yeah, I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, not yet. I 6 months later, I was there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So now, am I mistaken? In order for you to become a correction officer, you have to have some type of criminal justice background, right?
Well, at that time, like what you were saying, it was the 90s, and it was like trending out of the 80s, and they were on that industrial
Prison,
prison.
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So they were just anybody. You got 60
Right.
credits.
Mm.
You can
So
get
I
it.
had
Right.
60 credits. I
Mhm.
went. My mother-in-law was like, "Girl, you got this baby coming out here and get this easy money."
I know
So
that's
I
right.
went and I filled out the application, and they hired me, and
And you did that for 14 years.
I got stuck. I was making money,
Mmm.
much
Right.
overtime.
Mmm. Good money, good benefits.
Yeah, Yeah, good benefits, definitely
Yes.
good benefits.
Yes.
But you know, it's the flip side to it because
Uh-oh.
you are in the prison. So
So
Right.
okay,
yeah.
now I hear prisoners say this often to CEOs. And now tell me if it's true from experience. The same way you come into the prison, he's locked up or she's locked up or whatever. They say every time you come in there, a piece of the prison goes home with you.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true.
And it gets to the point after so long where CEO is basically locked up just like the inmate is locked up. Is that have any truth to it?
That has a slight bit of truth to it
Slight bit
because
of truth,
when
okay.
you do go on prison grounds, it's a certain rules
Right.
that
So
you have
rules
to do.
and regulations
Right,
that
so
you
you have
gotta
to
do.
turn in your keys,
Mhm.
you have to turn in your cell phone, you know, you gotta go behind the gates, no weapons and
Okay.
all of that. So
Right.
it's a procedure to it. You know, once you get there, you gotta leave all that other stuff like they say the outside.
Now let me
Outside.
now as a corrections officer, did that propel you to go into like maybe the criminality world? Like did you like you know what I mean want to be police officer or anything like that? No, detective. I don't know.
No. Actually, I like really been a social worker since the age of 12. I grew up in Highland Park, and I got my first social work job at the age of 12, which was with Lulabelle Stewart Center. I was a peer counselor.
Okay.
So, you know, I met my childhood sweetheart. We had a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so his
Oh, yeah.
mother was working in the prison system.
Oh.
And she was like, girl, come on. This money's so easy. You got this
Right.
baby.
Yes.
So that's
Money,
how I
right.
got into that. So after so long, I was like, wait a minute, I'm kind of stuck. I don't want to do this.
Oh wow.
So then I went back to school and got more than 60 credits.
So now what gave you this sudden awakening? Like yo, I have a bigger purpose than just coming
Right.
in and here doing this work in prison life. What gave
Because
you?
I hated it.
Oh wow.
I hated
What
it. That was the worst
What
did
you
job.
what did
It
you
was
like
the
about it?
most money, but it was the worst because it's a prison.
Oh,
There's
right.
nothing
see?
fun about that.
See?
It's a prison.
Both sides of the coin.
Whether it was in the city, whether it was a level 2, level 4 facility,
Right.
but you're still in there with predators and criminals. You know,
Yes.
they call them convicts.
Yes.
So you are in there with convicts.
Yes.
Who want that? I don't want to.
And they was trying to con you.
All the time.
I
What they
see-
know.
She said all the time. She said all the
What they
time.
know, you know?
Yeah.
You do what you know. So by me growing up in Highland Park, I knew a lot of the people.
I was just about to
there.
say, yeah, how many people
Right.
did you know in the compound?
I knew a
lot
lot
of
of people
people.
there, but administration didn't know
No,
that I knew
that
you knew.
so many people.
Okay.
Right.
So
That's my home girl.
yeah,
That's my home girl
that's
over
my-
there.
Because they was
That's my
trying-
home girl.
Because they would have been trying to transfer you.
Well, you know, you're supposed to let the prison system know who you know.
No,
all
all that.
you
But
know,
you
all
know,
that,
nah, ain't nobody doing all that.
So did you? I know they say that you supposed to notify someone or something of that sort if you run into an inmate outside a prison, like if you get out or something like that. Don't you supposed to notify?
Well, I think that's if you still work at the prison, you
Yeah.
know, but yeah, but who does that?
I don't know.
No, but I don't know. Some people might, but
Yeah,
I don't got time. I see
Right.
them dudes all the time.
No, what I'm saying is not even like you purposely ran into him. Like y'all actually just ran into each other.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
supposed to-
I just saw
Yeah.
somebody. I was doing some real estate work at Panera Bread, and he was delivering some boxes in a delivery truck to Panera Bread.
Right.
He was like, "I know you."
Exactly.
I was like, "I know you too." He was like, "Where I know you from?" He was like, "You worked at the prison." I was like,
Yeah.
So who was that? Oh, I forgot your name, but yeah, shout out to you.
All right.
His Bay. He was a Bay. I forget the Bay.
Oh, okay. Now,
He's
hold
a
on.
mobile.
So now we gotta go down in the gutter. You was writing tickets up in there. You was writing out shots.
Well,
out shots?
If it's
Sitting next to
warranted.
the shoe.
I'm gonna say this.
Sitting next to the shoe. Sitting next to the shoe.
I have.
Whoa.
I have written tickets. I have sent niggas to the hole.
Whoa.
I have sent niggas to niggas without nobody knowing. So you know you gotta get it how you live. So
Dang.
sometimes a ticket ain't good enough.
Dang. Wrote some tickets.
That's the easy way.
Whoa, man.
That's the easy way.
Whoa,
The ticket is
man.
the easy way.
Easy.
That's the warning. The
Yeah,
ticket
okay,
is the easy
okay.
way. I mean, if you mess with me to the
Yeah.
point where you get a ticket, then
So you say you wasn't even messing with nobody. So you say if you get a ticket from me, nigga, you done messed up.
Right.
You done did
real
something
good.
foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real good.
Well, no, that's how be too though. You know what I mean? Like,
Y'all got
They-
criminal records?
huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
Who got a criminal
We
record?
both do.
We
Y'all
both
do?
do.
Really?
Yes.
Where at?
I was Mount
Yeah.
Ryan.
You was at mine.
MTU.
So do you know me? When was you at mine?
I got a mom and what was that?
She had to be.
It was
there.
after 2000.
Oh, was
It
it?
was like
I
Yeah.
left
Virginia,
after
we
2000.
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
y'all
no,
went to
no,
went to
no, I
Virginia.
know.
You
Yeah,
came from
yeah.
mine.
No, I came from Ryan.
Oh, you was at Ryan.
You was
Okay,
at
okay.
Ryan, and then you
Yeah.
went where?
I came from Ryan. We went to Virginia.
Yeah, they
Then when
sent
we
all
came
y'all
back,
to Virginia.
we went to MCF. I went from MCF
You ain't never come
down
back to
to
the city.
Mount.
Oh, you
Okay.
did? When? What year?
It
That was
in
99.
2000.
That was 99.
Oh, well, you was there when I was
That
there.
was 99.
You know, Lil Will used to work in Building 300.
I was on. I was.
Where?
Who was I? I was
I
on
don't know.
7.
B, C, D, one of them.
5 years ago.
I know, right? Now, where was
That
you
was
at?
7C.
Where
I
was
think
you
I was
at?
at 7D. See
So
what
we
did?
know some of the same people. So y'all some of the people that I bump into. They talking about you ever bump into people.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
north.
You ain't never do no time in the city.
No, man, I'm north.
So what y'all do?
He did a
Yeah.
couple
What did you do? You
Huh?
did a couple.
Yeah, well, I did state time and I did
Fed.
fed time. Yeah.
For what?
Drugs.
You got a what kind of drug case?
Oh, my first
650?
case.
Yeah, what you
No,
got?
I ain't getting 650.
Okay.
First case was 50 to 224 or 225. Then my second indictment was manufacturing and
With the Fed.
distributing. Yeah,
This is
multiple kilos of cocaine.
With the Fed.
What I gotta do?
So how much time you get?
16 total.
I just gotta hold it and
And you did
My
it?
phone go
10
like this.
in the state, 6 in the Fed.
When you
it's
get
a
out?
tripod. You say,
11 years ago.
oh, just pull it.
All
on
right.
at the
So
bottom.
yeah.
Pull it.
All right.
Push it,
See?
push
But-
it at
but-
the bottom
but-
and pull it out.
But see, the thing is this though.
Oh, this
What's
is
that?
We ain't the ones that you interviewing us.
I ain't
We-
interviewing
we-
y'all.
they
I'm
already
just
know
saying
that.
you
They
already
already know.
I'm
that.
just saying how it
Yeah,
is.
they
I'm
already
just
know
saying
that.
back in the day it was just crazy. You know, all the black men caught cases.
Well, you
They
got,
put cases on all
well,
y'all.
Matter of
well,
fact,
we spoke on
What
on
was
our
what
show.
was your last name?
Williams.
Yeah, I remember you. Now.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
go ahead. I remember you.
You do?
Now you
Yeah,
do.
now I do.
Now,
Yeah.
what you think you remember?
Yeah. No, I just remember you. Yeah, I remember you now.
I was cool.
Yeah, you was cool.
I
Like
know.
for real, for real.
I know.
No doubt. I remember her now. Yep.
That's what's up. But
What's up? So now I'm
Cause
doing
you
real
was
estate.
in, cause you was either downstairs or you was upstairs. You was in,
Both.
was you was in
300?
7? No.
Nah, I don't work in unit. I ain't. I'm working on units. I could pass through units. They would not know RUO. Sorry.
oh wow.
I done fucked y'all up with that. I don't know where to go. Come on.
No, I'm good.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
I was letting you know. I'm
So
saying,
yeah, with that being said, so that's why I was like, that job was terrible. By y'all being incarcerated before, you know, as a black woman, that was not no real good job for no black woman.
Nah.
It was easy money,
It was easy money.
but I had to get out of there, so that's what I did. So now I'm ready to transfer and just, you know, leave the state of Michigan and transfer into my real estate life because I did that, you know.
well, let me explain this to you though, Michelle. When they invented those jobs or whatever, it was best that y'all did get some of that money because of the simple fact those jobs weren't invented for you guys.
That's
You know what I mean? Those jobs was invented for exactly what it was for the people of northern Michigan
Yeah.
that had absolutely nothing
And
to
then
do.
all y'all,
You know what
I
I
ain't
mean?
gonna say y'all convicts, but all the convicts used to be like, yeah, because you was on welfare working at McDonald's where you got this job. Never been on welfare,
Mhm.
never worked at McDonald's, always got money. So,
Right.
Well, you know, they
yeah,
had to
but
try
I know what
they
you're
try to,
saying.
they had to try to, they try to,
Yeah,
they had to try to mentally, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Get at
So, you know,
But,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. But yeah, they gave them to
but
us.
those
They locked y'all
benefits-
up and gave them to
Those
us.
benefits and things of that nature and the opportunity that he gave himself
Yeah,
or young
Yeah.
black people, whatever,
yeah.
without having to do
I bought my first house at 23.
yes,
So, yeah.
yes.
So that's why I said it was the most money I made in a career at that time.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was going through them gates. I know
Okay,
that shit.
So you transfer? No, we don't. We
You,
don't.
because
no,
y'all
going
only went
through
through it once.
One time.
Yeah.
We only got
And
one
twice.
Twice.
In
Once
and
and out.
out.
Unless we was transferred, but it was
Yeah.
transferred. But you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
So now you transition from doing the Department of Corrections, you're going to doing counseling. Now you're doing state counseling, working with the Medicaid.
Well, no,
Medicare.
actually, it's not counseling. What
No.
I am an adult service specialist. I work in home health. So what me and my friend Dawn do,
Okay.
we are adult service specialists and we work in the home health industry. And what we do is, as state of Michigan representatives, we go out to disabled clients
Okay.
that complete an application but still have the ability to remain in their home. So as a state worker, I will pay a provider to assist the client to remain independent in their home. So if you're independent in, I'm sorry, if you're disabled and you need somebody to help you, if you need somebody to help groom you
Right.
or bathe, we're not just a housekeeping services.
Right.
What I do as a state employee is pay that person and make sure that they do the job to
Right.
Right.
keep you secure.
Right.
Yeah, they
in
be
your
sending
home.
they be sending those things out to my granddad or whatever.
Yeah.
Make sure you get his eyes. They come to do the eyes. They do what they did. They do the eyes. They do the breathing.
Well,
And-
no. What we do, me as a social worker, is I make sure that the people that I pay for the state of Michigan does the work, like bathing, grooming,
Okay.
dressing.
Right.
Say, for instance, if you have a quadriplegic
I know.
and they need assistance, they will have a provider come in, and me as a state representative will make sure that that provider is doing the work so that person stays independent in their home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. I was just in a car accident. Not even
Oh, no.
6 years ago.
You okay?
Yeah. I'm here
Okay.
talking to you.
That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up. All right.
I was paralyzed for 6
Oh
months. So yeah.
no.
So
Okay.
yeah. So, I'm
So
saying-
you probably had a caregiver, provider, same thing.
Something like that. Yeah, my
Mhm.
sister, she was basically my caregiver, but I was
Did
like
she get
you say,
paid?
Yeah, but I was basically I was independent though.
Yeah.
So but like you said, they
Yeah.
always would try to send me somebody
Yes.
if I needed somebody.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But
Yes.
I didn't need
And
nobody.
that's us. And
Yeah.
we get paid through Medicaid form.
Right.
So if you receive Medicaid, you're probably eligible for our program.
And let me tell y'all young guys out there too, a lot of young guys, young girls out there, and just people in general, that's looking at this podcast. What y'all got to understand about medical is we as black people always look at racism from one direction. And we don't even realize that racism exists medically also. So with that, yes,
Yep.
yes,
Yes, it do.
systemic racism exists medically also. I keep telling y'all, medical, education, and economical. This is the things that we lack as black people. So medically, y'all need to definitely get yourself checked out. If you don't have no type of Medicaid or Medicare, it's free.
And it's
Sign
not
up.
cool not to have it.
Yeah,
Why
sign
you
your
walking around
name
with
up,
no
fill out the
insurance?
information.
That
Like
is
what
so
you
tacky.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can't keep freestyling
Yeah,
out here.
yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
tacky.
Y'all
Not
need
going
some.
to the doctor. Get your teeth
Yes,
checked. All of
yes,
that.
and you need to
Yeah.
have some life insurance.
Like,
Oh,
Y'all
yeah.
out here running into fires out here. Y'all like
Right.
firemen out here. You know what I mean? Y'all
and
running
get
into
your
blazing
mental checked.
battles.
Get your mental.
You know what I
Get your
mean?
mental. Yeah. So that's not cute not to have medical coverage.
I
Dawn
knew you was
on
gonna
camera
start laughing.
talking about.
No,
you
what I
gotta
don't
make
understand
sure
is the
you go
parents
to the
qualify
doctor
for
so you
Medicaid.
don't get no
Why would you
cross-eyed
let your
kids.
baby grow
Come
up
to the screen.
cross-eyed?
Come to
Yeah,
the
come on.
screen.
Right?
Come on.
We could have went over there. We could have went over there.
You can
Yeah,
see 'em.
we got some more medical people here, y'all. You know what I mean? You know we medicaled up today. You know what I'm saying? I should be with the Red Cross. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we medicaled up here today. You know what I'm saying? We might start doing some blood drives. I don't know.
Well, I host them, but
Nah,
I don't know.
nah.
I think it's
It's a
something
joke.
behind that,
It's a
though.
joke.
You
It's a
know,
joke.
I
It's
don't
a
know
joke,
about
y'all.
giving them my blood.
It's a joke, y'all. It's a joke.
Yeah,
It's a joke.
yeah.
But yeah, okay. Hey, look, y'all.
We
We
got
got
Dawn
Dawn
in the
on the
house.
show.
I
All right.
took your seat.
Nah,
Yeah.
here you go. No, you
Yeah.
go.
Introduce yourself to the people out there, Miss Dawn.
Hey, I'm Dawn Wilkins. I also work for the state of Michigan Adult Services. I've
Yeah.
been with the state about 18, 19 years.
Yes, she has. You know what I mean? Y'all heard what she said. And how's you been liking it working with the state of Michigan with the medical department?
I love my job. I love my clients.
Okay.
That's my biggest
You
motivator.
met some interesting people.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No,
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
rich billionaire philanthropists.
Not in
Crime
this
fighters.
bro.
Not in
This-
this department.
This
These
department is
people
for
qualify
low
for
income.
Medicaid, so
Yeah,
Okay.
they
this
low
is
income.
low income.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
what I was gonna say, just to piggyback off
No.
one of your statements, was
Okay.
the biggest thing in our community is we qualify and we don't know.
Right.
We don't know we qualify. When we know we qualify, we don't know how to go get what we need.
Y'all listening?
So those are the issues. You know, I come across clients all the time, and I'm like, you know, why don't you have a pair of glasses?
Right.
You know, oh, you know, I lost mine. You know, I'm like, do you know you could get a new pair every 2 years? You know, I'm like, you know, yeah. So that's the biggest thing is that we do qualify,
Right.
but we don't have access. We don't know. You know, it's not available. You know, I go to some homes, they got a doctor that comes out and sees about them. I go to some homes, people in a wheelchair, they got to go to the doctor.
Ooh.
You know, it's just a gap. And I don't really, you know, I don't know how to bridge it. I've been in this department a long time and I haven't come up with anything just yet that I feel like, you know, could fix it. So I just don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this here, Don and Michelle. The best thing that we could do as being knowledgeable people is share.
Yeah, we have
Share
plenty
this
of
information.
resources.
Share this information
Yeah.
with as many people as you possibly can, and we got to get this information out there so people can actually get it. Because I'm gonna tell you, black people are still prideful. You know what I mean? They look at all these numbers and they be like, "Oh, black people, they washed
We
up,
are
they
the
this that,
key.
they just hold on."
We are
They,
the
they, they,
key.
they, they say all this about the welfares and things of that nature, but when
Right.
you look at all the statistics or whatever, it's not us the ones that's on welfare. It's not us the one that's taking advantage of the medical system. That's not us. You know what I mean? That's not us. And these so-called quote unquote opioids that they're prescribing or whatever, and their people are hooked on because our people are not hooked on them. This crises that they so-called supposed to be fighting is their own war. You know what I mean? This is their own war that they created. That's supposed to actually win against us, but Uncle Auntie learned our lessons in the crack era. So nah, we ain't fall for that one. We ain't fall for the
Trick
fentanyl. No, the trick was no good. We
Right.
didn't fall for that trap door. So what y'all gotta understand is if y'all don't take advantage of these programs and be aware that you actually can get some help. Your arm hurting or your leg hurting and you can't you know
Or
why.
your teeth hurt. You
Yeah.
can't even chew
Yeah.
on the right
Yeah,
side.
you steady yanking your joints out, all this type of stuff. Nah, you ain't got the rock like that. Yo, you out here squinting everywhere you can't see. Nah, that ain't what's up. They have assistance, and this is what America is supposed to be all about. This is supposed to be land of the brave, home of the free. And my thing is this: can't nobody be more indigenous than us. You know what I mean? I know that they say about the slave ships and stuff like that, but you don't know if you came there, if you was already here. You don't even know, cause you better bet we was already here. Yeah, we was already here now, so don't get it twisted. You don't know if you came that way or if you came that. Don't nobody know. We here now, and we got to do what we can now to actually bring forth change. And I'm gonna go a little bit more with Michelle off into the past that into the real estate now, because real estate is very important right now because of the interest rates and things of this nature. So we definitely got to touch on that part.
Oh, that is for certain.
Yes.
So what it is that as part of the black community, that is where we need to start to get generational wealth.
Okay.
You need to own something.
Yes.
Renting and leasing is not good.
But
It's good for the person who owns the property.
Right.
of course.
So if you wanna contribute to somebody
On
else's
the boat.
right,
On the boat,
right,
on the water in the
generational
summer.
wealth,
Right.
then
Okay.
continue to do that. But if you want to invest in your own, Detroit is really, really up and coming. I have so many out of state investors because the property that we have and the price, you can't get that anywhere else.
Okay, but
You can't get that nowhere
okay,
else.
but let me touch on this though. Due to the interest rates and the things of whatever that's being put in place as far as in the mortgage department and these mortgages, they're outpricing the houses to the point where people can't even afford to buy them. So like the generation that's coming up behind us might not never become a homeowner because the houses are outpriced 4 times what they're supposed to be priced. So what do you think about that?
Well, I don't
With the
know if I
inflation
necessarily agree with that
No?
because
It's okay.
the housing market is a market that fluctuates. So
Yeah.
if you get your house,
Mhm.
you can sit on it because you have to live somewhere.
Got to live
You
somewhere.
gotta have a roof over your
Yes,
head.
you do.
So if you have a roof over your head, that means that you're probably getting equity,
Okay.
meaning that the property is the price is rising.
It's appreciated.
Yes,
Okay.
and we call that equity. So
Right.
if you paid $10,000 for a house, you cashed out on it because your credit score wasn't good, the bank wouldn't give you a loan. All you had was 10,000, so you work with somebody and they found you a house, land bank, whatever type of house. So if you bought you a house for 10,000 and you sat on it while you fixing it up for approximately 5 years, your house may be worth 15 to 20,000 now.
Okay.
So that means that you have at least $5,000 to $10,000 in equity.
Okay.
So you can pull that out. When I say pull that out, that means that you will go to like a lending institution. They'll give you a loan. Then you take that 10,000 and you say, "Oh, okay. Now my house is worth 20,000. So I want the 10,000 that
Right.
equity."
Exactly.
So you can walk around with 10,000 in your pocket and just pay $100 a month until you pay that $10,000 back.
Right.
If you want to pay it
But what
back.
about the
Right.
interest rates though, Michelle?
Now that's the thing.
10,000.
That
That 10,000
community.
not 10,000, Michelle.
The 10,000 is not 10,000, and this is what a
Yeah.
lot of people don't realize is that when you get a credit card or you get some type of debt, you have to pay it because it goes against your credit score. And credit score is what America uses to say how much you're
you
gonna
can
pay
get.
back
Right.
based on
And how much you're worth.
and how much you're worth.
All that you walk
All
around
that.
with your no disrespect to the young guys, 4 pockets full, all that running around with your pockets all like that. That don't make you worth nothing. With your credit score is what make you worth everything. You better bet that. Wow.
Not unless you always got like 100K, 250K, but then that brings a whole new set of
Yeah,
problems.
ain't nobody
So-
trying to get around Mayweather now with no $1 million on there.
All the
You know what I
time.
mean?
So if your credit score is not good, you're gonna pay a higher interest rate.
Absolutely.
That's just how it's set up.
That's how I set up.
That's how it's set up.
And hold on, I don't want to go too far into the credit or whatever. I want to go back to the real estate line
Real estate.
because there's something going on here in Dearborn right now where they're not allowing Airbnbs. Are you aware of this?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, in Dearborn, they have ordinance in the city of Dearborn where you cannot, I repeat, cannot have a home or a house in Dearborn and rent it out as Airbnb. And the people of Detroit and other people in the metropolitan area think it's racist because most of those houses that are owned in Dearborn are owned by black people, and they say like, what's that all about? Now, do you got a voice on that?
Well, based off of what you just said, because I haven't read anything
Okay.
on my own.
Okay.
So based off what you said, it may be a little racism undertones behind that. But at the same time, the city of Dearborn
Uh-oh.
city of Dearborn probably,
Let it
you
out.
know,
Let it out.
doesn't want a lot of traffic
Oh.
of, you know, different people that get Airbnbs, you know, because you never know who's going to get an Airbnb.
Never know.
It could be someone out of state. It could be someone
Yeah.
just, you know, needing
Parking
something.
spot.
Right. So
let me ask
maybe
you this
they're
as a
trying to
realtor.
control that.
Would you try to
aspect.
sell somebody a house next door to an Airbnb?
Well, if my client is interested in buying this home, I am working for my client, and if they want to buy that home, I will.
Do you make your
sell
client
that
aware
home.
that it's Airbnb
Right.
next
I
door?
would definitely, if I am aware that it is an Airbnb, I
would
will
let
let
them
my
know.
client
Next
know.
door.
Yes.
Okay, so-
I have to let my client know.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring you up to speed a little bit, Michelle.
Mhm.
'Cause I did do a little research on the Dearborn thing,
Okay.
and unfortunately, it's not racist. The thing is,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
huh?
it's not.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good thing.
Yeah,
That's a good thing. We got
unfortunately.
enough racism.
But
in the world.
the thing is with the Airbnbs is I don't know if you know this or not, but they're saying that the Airbnb market is about to actually cause another real estate bubble burst.
I have been hearing about this real estate
Bubble
burst.
burst.
And the Airbnbs is the start of it.
Well, you know, Airbnbs
Because you know
came
why,
in a
right?
way.
Because you know why.
You tell me.
I'm asking you, the realtor.
I didn't read this.
Yeah,
I
this
didn't
ain't got
read
nothing to
this.
do with real
Yeah, I
estate.
didn't read first.
What happens with the Airbnbs is people own these houses and usually try to rent them out due to the fact that the economy is going into a threshold where people don't have any money. No one's renting these houses out, so these houses are just sitting.
Yeah.
So by these houses just sitting, the people that actually own the house or whatever, what y'all gonna do with it now? They're not keeping the
It's a
upkeep on it.
loss.
It's a loss. So now they're trying to sell the house for low. They try to sell the house. So this is where you come into effect. They're trying to sell the house for way below market value. This is why I'm bringing you back around. This is why I asked you about the houses costing 4 times what they cost now. And what they spoke of. Because the Airbnbs brings the prices down. Because now I need to move the house.
Yeah.
Because I'm
As an
financially
investor.
strapped. I'm financially strapped. So I need to move the house. So the house is appraised at 200,000. But due to the fact I need to move the house, I'm willing to sell it to you for 100,000. So now, as a realtor, guess what that does to all the properties in that area?
It devalues them. Yes. But at the same time, you went from 200,000 to 100,000. Why?
Because I'm pressed for the money.
Taking the loss?
I don't care. I don't care.
No,
I need the money. I
yes
need the
or
money.
no?
Yes.
So that
I
might
need the
just
money.
be a one-off. That might just be you needing to hurry up and sell this house.
But if you have, the more Airbnbs you have,
but they may not be in a hurry like you are.
Well, they saying, from what they saying in financial reports is that they're speculating. This is speculation, y'all. I put a little bit of my opinion in there, but most of this is speculation from the financial report. And what they're saying is that's actually the start of the bubble burst in the real estate market. Whereas if you don't own a house right now, you might not never own a house.
I just did some research before
I
came here. Let me just say this. I just did some research before I did come here. And like I said, I do have it on my phone that we do have a slight increase of surplus of property. So
yeah. I bet we do. I bet we do got a surplus.
Right. What do you think about the Rocket Mortgage with the 1% down?
Excuse me?
The Rocket Mortgage doing 1% down.
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think that's good. You know, what do you
think?
I
think that's great.
Yeah, that's wonderful because it gives people opportunities. Yes. And there's so many programs that give first-time buyers and low-income people.
Oh, Trump took that away.
Well, not all of it.
Yeah, Trump took that away.
Not all. See, that's
first time buy.
That will make people not want to buy a home.
I mean, Trump.
You need to come with me. I am a realtor and I have resources.
Yeah.
So until Trump gets to these resources, they're still available. I still got them. So y'all want to buy a house? Yes, access. So me as a realtor, I have access.
Trump said, nah, y'all don't need that no more.
So Michelle, why don't you take the opportunity to talk about a program or two where they give you some money down? What do you need to qualify?
Well, what you need to do first of all is call me at area code 248-801 and we'll give you the rest when you DM the then and now and we will give you the rest of the information.
There we go.
So I work with different lenders.
Yes.
So I have a lender at Flagstar.
Yes.
I have a lender that is on my real estate team.
Yes.
So I'm just going to give you one example. The lender Jonathan at Flagstar, he has programs that if you have debt consolidation, you can consolidate your debt and then it can fall off. You don't have to repay it. So I don't want to go too far off into it. I want you guys to
because it's a lot of information to it's a lot of information to it's a lot of information to unpack, and we're not going to see here on the show. We want to get y'all the introduction to Michelle. We got a treat by bringing Miss Dawn on here. This is a treat, y'all. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? We got a 2-for-1 up here, and we're giving it to y'all the way we said we was going to give it to y'all each and every Monday. I told y'all, this is the type of fun you can have with your clothes on. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's fun.
So what I want y'all out there to really take heed of and take notion of is these young ladies out here are actually out here working. And they out here working for the embetterment. Y'all hear that word? Embetterment of the community. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain. You need medical. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I want to thank both of y'all for coming out to the show.
Thank you for
and we love to have y'all on here. when we have our Black Love show too.
And we
We
can
got Black
continue our
Love event.
conversation
Yeah.
about a whole array of different things because we have a lot of things in common.
Okay.
So yeah.
What's the Black Love y'all doing? I didn't hear
So
that.
we gonna close it out.
Oh,
We
okay.
not
You
close
want your
out
mic
yet?
back, boo?
No, yeah, yeah, we gonna close the show out real quick.
Close it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you, babe.
Thank you.
all right, y'all. Y'all heard it.
There y'all have it right there.
There y'all have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we
So we back. We full back in effect. You feel me? I know we've been some everywhere. Been doing some of this. We endured some trials and tribulations of some thievery going on, but we back 100% and stronger though. You feel me? So we got some stuff down the pipe coming your way. So y'all just be aware and keep watching. Subscribe, like, share, tell somebody about Den and Out podcast. We on the move, y'all. This your man G Louie.
clearly we out.
We out, B.
Now.